the day, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's the AFC Pro Bowl. It's the home team taking on the visiting team.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. It is always exciting to see the very best the NFL has to offer all in one place. And we have that here this afternoon as we welcome you to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well,
the best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC Nfc Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And no doubt about it, it was a banner year for quarterbacks in the NFC. A number of guys could very well have been selected for this. But I thought he stood out. I thought he found a way to separate himself from the pack. And he's been rewarded as the starting quarterback in the Pro Bowl. Definitely the right choice in my book.
On 1st and 10, Roberts. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Roberts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And the AFC on the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Roberts. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Roberts to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's O'Brien. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down now, it's Bennett, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, Bennett. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Roberts. And that will be incomplete. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The AFC Punt team out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the NFC back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw. Roberts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And the NFC punt team out there now as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC offense making their way back out. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Down. Cherry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Roberts now looking to throw on second down. .6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Bennett. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Roberts. He finds his target, Royal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On second down, it's Bennett. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. The AFC about ready to take over on offense. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
On 2nd down now, Cherry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. The kickoff unit, they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Roberts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Roberts to throw on second down. And this one is incomplete. The numbers for the NFC on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
The NFC punt team out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's Griffin on the catch. And they work this out past the 25.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
The AFC thus far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Roberts. He's got his open man Royal. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Donnell. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Here's Roberts looking to throw on second down. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. Caught left side, Bennett. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, it's Bennett. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Bass is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The AFC offense now this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run on first down. Cherry. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Griffin. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown.
A great effort there. 40 yards.
And the AFC adds on to their lead.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it ends with an AFC touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Roberts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Roberts. This is Donnell with a grab. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Roberts. And that is incomplete. And the NFC Punt team out there now as he's on to kick it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the AFC will have it 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
The AFC set to take over on offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think.
On first down, Cherry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, They still have the lead. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll run on first down. Cherry. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The AFC punt team out there now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the NFC will take over deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, it's Bennett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bennett. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Roberts.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC able to use the short field as they cash in for 6 points. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
To throw is Roberts. On 1st and 10, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's on the tackle, Panay Sewell. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try the left side. Bennett. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bennett, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1 yard gain. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Bennett. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Roberts over the middle, complete. It's O'Brien. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for the NFC on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. This caught by Royal. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it to make it 27-13. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The AFC thus far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And that pickup of a first mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And nowhere to fit. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Cherry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The AFC punt team out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Roberts on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Roberts now to throw on second down. He finds his man. Complete. It's O'Brien. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now Roberts throwing on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Roberts. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bennett. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Back to throw. Roberts. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw. Roberts. It's complete. The tight end, Donnell. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 32. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Here's Roberts throwing after the interception. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Back to throw. Roberts. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bennett. No gain on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Roberts. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. Roberts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Roberts. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
To throw is Roberts on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Roberts looking to throw on 2nd down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
On 1st down, Cherry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.